Have you ever wondered how some people remain calm, even when life throws its worst storms at them? Deadlines, disagreements, unexpected bad news. Nothing seems to shake them. It almost feels like they've discovered a hidden secret to inner peace. The truth is, they have, and that secret is Stoicism. For over 2,000 years, this ancient philosophy has been guiding kings, soldiers, and everyday people to a deep, unshakable calm. In today's video, we'll uncover the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and how you can apply it to find your own peace in our noisy, chaotic, modern world. We'll explore 8 powerful lessons, and trust me, the last one may just change the way you see life forever. Part 1. What is Stoicism? Before we can understand how Stoicism can lead us to inner peace, we first need to know what it truly is. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or becoming cold-hearted, as many people mistakenly believe. At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches us to live in harmony with nature, to focus only on what we can control, and to accept with grace what we cannot. It began in ancient Greece, founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 BCE, and later flourished in Rome through the teachings of thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Emperor Marcus Aurelius. These Stoics were not detached from life. In fact, they were deeply engaged with it. They faced wars, political turmoil, exile, and personal loss. Yet they found ways to maintain their dignity and calm. The key principle of Stoicism is simple, yet profound. Our peace depends not on the world around us, but on how we choose to respond to it. This means that happiness and tranquility are not gifts handed to us by chance, but skills we can cultivate through wisdom, self-discipline, and virtue. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of reason, using our minds to guide our words, actions, instead of being led blindly by impulses or fears. It is about creating a steady inner fortress so that when the storms of life come, and they will, we can stand firm in essence. Stoicism invites us to live with clarity, purpose, and resilience. It's a guide not just for surviving the challenges of life, but for living well despite them. And in our modern world, where distractions are constant and stress feels endless, this ancient guidance is more relevant than ever. Part 2. Inner peace defined. Before we can build inner peace, we must first understand what it truly means. Many people think inner peace is about living a life free of problems, avoiding conflict, or escaping reality. But true inner peace is not the absence of challenges. It is the ability to face them with a steady and composed mind. Inner peace is a state where your mind is not constantly pulled back and forth by emotions, fears, or desires. It is quiet confidence that no matter what happens, you will handle it with clarity and calm. This does not mean you never feel sadness, frustration, or anger. It means those feelings do not control your actions or steal your stability. From a Stoic perspective, inner peace comes from aligning your thoughts and actions with reason and virtue. When you know you are living in a way that is honest, fair, and in harmony with what is within your control, you create a foundation of trust in yourself. This trust is what keeps you grounded, even when life feels unpredictable. Think of inner peace as an anchor in a storm. The waves may rise, the winds may howl, but the anchor holds you steady. Without it, you are tossed around by every change in the weather. With it, you may still feel the movement of the waves, but you remain in place, safe and secure. In today's fast-paced world, finding inner peace is more challenging, but also more essential than ever. Technology, news, and constant demands can leave our minds restless. Stoicism offers a way to slow down internally, to create that inner stillness, even while the world moves quickly around us. And this stillness is the starting point for a stronger, more joyful life. Part 3. Control what you can, to let go of what you can't. If there is one principle at the heart of Stoicism, it is this: focus on what you can control and release your grip on everything else. This idea may sound simple, but living it fully can transform your life. The Stoics divided the world into two categories: things within our control and things outside our control. Within our control are our thoughts, actions, choices, and attitudes. Outside our control are the weather, the economy, other people's opinions, and countless events in the world. The truth is, most of what happens each day falls into that second category. When we spend our energy worrying about things we cannot influence, we not only waste time, we rob ourselves of peace. By trying to control the uncontrollable, we set ourselves up for frustration and disappointment. As a Stoic solution, accept the reality of what's beyond you and give your full attention to what is within you. This doesn't mean becoming passive or indifferent. If you can improve a situation, do it. But if it lies outside your sphere of influence, practice letting it go. Imagine carrying two bags. One is light and filled with what you can control. The other is heavy with everything you can't. The more you hold on to the heavy bag, the harder life becomes. Letting it down is an act of freedom. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. It's a reminder that our true freedom lies in our inner world. When you focus only on what you can control, you create space for clarity, strength, and yes, inner peace. And this focus becomes your compass. It's guiding you through both calm and turbulent seas. Part 4. The power of perspective. Life is not simply what happens to us. It is how we interpret what happens. Two people can face the exact same event and walk away with entirely different experiences. The difference lies in perspective, and for the Stoics, perspective is everything. Marcus Aurelius. The philosopher emperor often reminded himself that events are not inherently good or bad. It is our judgment that gives them meaning. A sudden rainstorm can be a ruined picnic or a chance to nourish the earth. Losing a job can be a devastating blow or the doorway to a new path. The event itself is neutral. Our mind decides its value. When we consciously choose a perspective that serves us, we reclaim our power. This doesn't mean pretending that pain is pleasure or ignoring hardship. Instead, it means asking ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can this help me grow? By shifting our focus from frustration to possibility, we transform obstacles into stepping stones. The Stoics practiced this through a mental exercise called reframing. They would take a challenge and deliberately look for the advantage hidden inside it. If they faced an injury, they saw it as a chance to strengthen patience. If they encountered an enemy, they treated it as training in self-control. In our modern lives, perspective still shapes everything. Traffic can be a source of anger or a moment to listen to a good audiobook. A critical comment online can be an insult or an opportunity to practice not taking offense. Your perspective is the lens through which you see the world. Clean the lens, and the world becomes clearer. Change the lens, and the world itself seems to change. That is the power of perspective. And in Stoicism, it is one of the most reliable tools for building lasting inner peace. Part 5. Daily Practices for Stoic Inner Peace. Stoicism is not just a set of ideas to read about. It is a way of living. The ancient Stoics believed that wisdom only matters if it is practiced daily. And the beauty of Stoicism is that you don't need hours of meditation or a mountain retreat to apply it. Small, consistent actions can anchor you in inner peace. Morning reflection. Start your day with intention. Marcus Aurelius began each morning reminding himself that he would meet people who are selfish, ignorant, or rude, but that he could choose to remain kind and fair. By anticipating challenges, you prepare your mind to respond with patience instead of surprise. Journaling. Seneca recommended writing each day to examine your thoughts and actions. This is not about recording events, but about asking, did I live according to my values today? Where can I improve tomorrow? Even 5 minutes of honest writing can help you stay aligned with what matters most. Evening review, before bed, reflect on your day without judgment. Notice moments you handled well and moments you can handle better next time. This builds self-awareness and keeps your mind clear. Voluntary discomfort. The Stoics sometimes practiced going without comfort, sleeping on a hard bed, skipping a meal to remind themselves they could endure more than they thought. In our modern world, this could mean taking a cold shower or putting the phone away for an entire day. These small challenges strengthen mental resilience. Mindful pauses whenever you feel stressed or angry. Pause and take 3 slow breaths. This momentary space can be enough to choose a better response instead of reacting impulsively. Over time, these practices become habits, and habits shape character. And, as the Stoics knew, character is the foundation of unshakable inner peace. Part 6. Dealing with modern chaos. We live in an age of constant noise, breaking news alerts, social media notifications, endless opinions. The Stoics never had smartphones, but they understood the same human challenge. Staying calm when the world around you feels chaotic. Control your inputs. Epictetus taught that our peace depends on what we allow into our minds. That means being intentional with media consumption. Instead of scrolling through an endless stream of negativity, choose a few reliable sources and limit the time you spend on them. Focus on your sphere of control. Modern chaos often makes us feel powerless. The Stoic response is to separate what is within your control from what is not. You cannot control the economy, the political climate, or the opinions of strangers online, but you can control your reactions, your kindness, and your daily actions. Create digital boundaries. Just as Stoics valued physical simplicity, we can practice digital simplicity. Turn off unnecessary notifications, set phone-free hours, and create spaces in your life for uninterrupted thought. When your mind isn't constantly pulled in different directions, its inner peace has room to grow. Respond, don't react. Chaos thrives on impulsive reactions. The Stoic way is to pause before replying to a hurtful comment, before sharing an angry post, or before making a major decision in a moment of fear. A single breath, a short walk, or a brief reflection can shift you from emotional reaction to thoughtful response. Anchor yourself in timeless values. Trends change by the hour, but principles like honesty, courage, compassion, and self-discipline are steady. The more you live by these, the less the chaos of the outside world can shake you. In a world that moves faster every day, the Stoic path offers a slow, steady anchor when you carry within you, no matter what storms surround you. Part 7. Relationships and inner peace. Human beings are social creatures, and no philosophy that ignores relationships can truly bring peace. The Stoics understood this well. They believed that harmony with others is essential for harmony within yourself. See others as fellow travelers. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We were made for cooperation." Every person you meet is on their own journey through life's struggles. Viewing them as fellow travelers rather than obstacles softens your heart and reduces conflict. Detach from unrealistic expectations. Many conflicts stem from expecting people to behave exactly as we want. The Stoic approach is to accept others as they are, not as we imagine they should be. This doesn't mean tolerating abuse, but it does mean releasing the tight grip of control over others' actions. Practice compassion without attachment. Epictetus reminded us that while we can love deeply, we must also remember that people, like everything else in life, are temporary. This perspective can make us appreciate our relationships more while reducing the fear of loss. Respond with virtue, not ego. When someone is rude, our first impulse may be to defend ourselves aggressively. The Stoic way is to respond with patience, kindness, and truth, not to win the argument, but to preserve your own peace. Protect your inner fortress, just as you would lock your home to keep it safe. Guard your mind against harmful words or energy. People's moods, criticisms, and judgments are part of their world, not yours, unless you let them in. By grounding your relationships in acceptance, compassion, and virtue, you create a calm space within yourself. This inner calm not only shields you from unnecessary emotional storms, but also becomes a gift you share with those around you. Part 8. Living a life of purpose. At the heart of Stoicism lies one question: what is a good life? The Stoics taught that a good life is one lived in harmony with nature, reason, and virtue. This is not about grand achievements or fame, but about living each day with intention. Clarify your values without knowing what truly matters to you. Life can feel aimless. For the Stoics, the highest values were wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control. When decisions arise, ask yourself, does this choice align with my values? Live each day as if it were your last. Seneca advised that we should live as if death might come tomorrow, but plan as if we might live forever. This balance keeps us grounded in the present while still building a meaningful future. Find meaning in service. Purpose often emerges when we shift the focus from ourselves to others, whether through kindness, teaching, creating, or protecting. Serving others strengthens our sense of belonging and significance. Embrace challenges as your path. Life will test you. Instead of seeing obstacles as interruptions, the Stoic sees them as the training ground for the soul. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle is the way." Every difficulty can become part of your purpose if you approach it with virtue. Choose depth over distraction. A purposeful life is rarely about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. Resist the constant pull of noise and novelty. Focus your time, energy, and attention on what truly enriches you and others. In living with purpose, you align your actions with your values, your days with your principles, and your life with what is eternal rather than fleeting. This alignment is the deepest form of inner peace, a peace that remains unshaken, no matter how life changes. Conclusion: a gentle invitation. The journey through Stoicism and inner peace is not a destination, but a lifelong practice. Each principle we've explored is like a seed. It grows stronger when you nurture it daily. It's in a world that often pulls us in every direction. Its timeless lessons remind us to return to what truly matters, living with virtue, clarity, and calm. If something here touched your heart, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your own reflections in the comments. Your words might inspire someone else's journey. And if you wish to walk this path together, consider subscribing and sharing this video. Let's keep learning, growing, and finding peace, one step, one day at a time.